Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom here from SportsBook Vancouver Whitecaps host Dallas for an All-West conference this Saturday. Sports writer and regular video contributor Kevin Stott joins us now. He's here on the line to preview the match. Now, the Whitecaps are about even with both their home and on the road win-losses, but Dallas don't travel well. Are we looking at the home win?
Yeah, this is a tough place to play, and I've had a trend that I like to adhere to for the most part when it fits in hockey and in soccer. When a team from the United States goes up to Canada and plays, I always give the team from Canada a strong advantage, and vice versa too when Canadian teams come down to the United States and play. So I think this is a tough site, and like you said, Dallas is really average on the road. And in this series, it's 2-2-2 all time though up here in Vancouver, 8 goals apiece. So it should be tight. But all those statistics, when you go through series history, you have to think to yourself, if you know a body of work, was this the same Vancouver team for those past 6 games? And the answer is no. This is a much better Vancouver team. We've talked about how good they are on the road. Well, I know they're at home here, but this is a team that can challenge for the MLS Cup this year, Natalie. And I think that they protect their home turf here.
Yeah, and I tell you, Whitecaps priced to their 888 Sport, not a bad bet at all. The draw 3.4, Bet365, and then Dallas 4, Bet365. So you were going to back Whitecaps there at that price?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think this is a game that's probably best just watched, to be honest with you. These two teams both have won 6 of their last 8 games. They're really good teams. The site should matter, and if you had to bet it, I definitely would lean towards Vancouver in terms of the side. But I'm looking at the total here as being the advantageous play in this particular game. But yeah, I would lean towards Vancouver. I've watched them play their last 2 games up there at the Bell Center in Vancouver, or BC Place, excuse me. And they're tough. They protect their home turf. But the perception that they're good at road makes people forget that they're also pretty darn good at home.
Yeah. Well, Dallas failed to score in their last on-the-road match to bottom of the East, their Chicago Fire. Is there anything that makes you think that they can score against the Whitecaps in this match?
That's a very, very hard one. I think they could, but I just think that the number of quality shots in this game, because both teams, it's the second and the third place, or excuse me, it's the second and the fifth place team in the West fighting for positioning. It's 2 teams with great goalies, with Kennedy and Ousted. Both teams have won 6 of 8, so it's like a clash of titans, so to speak. And when that happens, a lot of times the number of quality shots on goal are just limited. And I see Dallas having trouble getting 5 or 6 quality shots off in this game. So yeah, I have them not scoring at all in this particular game.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, though, interestingly, both teams to score is 1.67 there, Bet365, so that's very low. Or obviously the other side of the coin, you've got Whitecaps winning to 0, 3.7 there with Bet Victor. I know you said this is one you were going to watch. If you were to make a bet, what are you thinking?
If I had to make a bet on this game, I mean, when I talk about it in the context of watching, that was in the terms of the sides. I probably will make a bet on this game, but it'll probably be on the total. But it'll also probably be a small amount because it could leak over. I like the under 2.5 here, minus $1.11 at Bet365. I just think that it's going to be a low-scoring game. The first goal will probably win the game. It could be 1-1, which is why I'm tentative not to take a chance on Vancouver straight up. But I do like the under in this game, Natalie. It just seems like a complete opposite of what we just talked about in Columbus and NYCFC, a complete blowout shootout. This seems like a game with limited, less than 12 quality shots on goal, and I'd be surprised if it had 3 goals in it. So I'm leaning towards the under and a 1-0 Vancouver win here.
Okay, so the under 2.5 goals there, 2.05. That comes in with Bet Victor. Thank you for joining us, Kevin Stott.
You're welcome. Thanks, Natalie.